Hi Kiwi listeners, let's learn sumo. Welcome to the podcast. Day 12 and 13 Osaka. This will be a very fast little update. As we know, Takerufuji is ploughing his way through the field at an enormous pace, but he did hit a little bit of a roadblock with Hoshoryu on day 12. Gave him a little bit of Ozeki power. We'll come back to that in a moment. So he is still 2 wins in front. There's only 2 days to go, Saturday and Sunday. Effectively, the story is that either if Takerufuji wins tonight, he's won the Yusho. If he loses the next 2 matches, and either Onosato or Hoshoryu win their last 2 matches, that will lead to a playoff on Sunday. But if Takerufuji wins either tonight or tomorrow night, that gives him the Yusho. If Onosato or Hoshoryu lose either of those 2 matches, they're out of the race. Geez, the big talking point, it's a big Ozeki failure this tournament. Kirishima didn't really do very well. Takakeisho has struggled, but he got himself his Kachikoshi last night. He has escaped Karaban for about the 8th or 9th time. Kirishima is in all sorts of trouble and looked awful most of the tournament. Despite a couple of wins, he looks terrible, like he's got no push whatsoever. Anyway, Takerufuji, he faced an in-form Ozeki Hoshoryu, who had a kata he could use against a charging bull of Takerufuji. Now, he knew that Takerufuji was going to come hard at him, and as I've spoken before, Hoshoryu has a really large, powerful core, and so obviously does Takerufuji. Takerufuji has pretty much won almost every fight by charging forward and powering through this field and charging them out. Hoshoryu took him back to the bales on a defensive run, but he showed his extra power he has over Hoshoryu and pretty much used a kotanage arm lock throw at the bales to pull him around, getting the arm in, and that big body core came into power on day 12 and threw Takerufuji out. He knew he'd been bested at that point. It was a very good Ozeki power throw. So excellent work to Hoshoryu. That got him his first loss. He obviously has reached 11-0 without a loss, and that got him equal to Taiho, the great Taiho from back about 100 years ago. Got the same amount, but quite a thing. Look, a couple of matches from day 12. Bushazan came back up to Mumakuchi for the night, put Churunumi on wood on day 12. Ichiya Momoto looked pretty ineffective against Kitanawaka on day 12. He still needs 2 for Kachikochi after day 12. Shodai got a fairly easy crush-out win against Ryuden. Hokuto Fuji showed a rare bit of push on day 12 and then disengaged for a Takikomi over Roga. Endo got a big slap down Takikomi over Koto Shoho, but he is on the Juryo train given his low Magashira 16 position. He's a veteran. He doesn't look it in the face. He looks a bit baby-faced, but he's got over 900 Makuchi bouts, Endo. 431 to 438. 7 Kinboshi wins over Yokozuna. 6 special prizes, and he reached the highest rank of Komusubi. It's a bit of a shame to see him go back to Juryo. What are some of the other matches? A really good win against Meisei on day 12. Showed really excellent leg strength as he got pushed to the bales twice by Meisei. He resisted really well. You could see his legs straining under the pressure. Second time at the bales, he got enough to disengage, move around, got a rear grip, and Okuridashi rear belt force out of the ring. It was an Okuri Tayoshi. It was a rear belt force down in the ring. Sometimes if they go out of the ring, they call it an Okuridashi. But either way, Meisei went out. Ura still had his chance at 6 on wins on day 12. Meisei is in all sorts of trouble, doesn't deserve a 4 and 8 there. What have we got? Shodai defeated Sadanumi. Koto Shoho versus Miyagiru. Koto Shoho got a left body grip. That was on day 13, we've moved on to. Shodai defeated Sadanumi. They were both on 7 now after day 17. It was a Maki Itoshi twist down, basically using the momentum to twist him down. Koto Shoho versus Miyagiru. Koto Shoho got a left body grip. He struggled and lifted Miyagiru up and pushed him out. That made Miyagiru a makikoshi. Takayasu beat Midorifuji on day 13. It was a really fast tachi-ai. Midorifuji got straight under the arm, but Takayasu, the big bear, he resisted, kept Midorifuji's arms out very quickly. The moment Midorifuji got his arm in that Karasakashi position, Takayasu knew it was there, and he really thrusted hard to get it out and to make sure that Midorifuji... He is a big man, so Midorifuji tried a few times to Karasakashi him, but he just couldn't get him down. He has beaten him before, but effectively Takayasu escaped and slapped him down, Hataki Komi. So Midorifuji's still looking for a couple of wins for his Kachikoshi. Needs to win tonight and tomorrow night. Ura got somersaulted out by Tobizaru. It was a really good fight, good pressure. They really bent in low. Tobizaru, not so much of a chaos agent there, but really put Ura in a bit of a grip battle there for a little bit. But eventually got Ura and somersaulted him out, as always our acrobat does. Asanayama defeated Abi. Big thrusting battle. Abi got turned around 360 degrees. He recovered to have another go, but Abi charged in. Asanayama deflected him and pulled him down. Takerufuji and Wakamoto Haru. Wow, is he strong. Is this man so strong in the upper body? His legs look a bit skinny, but his upper body is ever so strong. One more win and he wins the Yusho, as I said. He got a left arm around Wakamoto Haru's upper body. Once he got it in there, Wakamoto Haru got his grip. It took him a bit to do it. It was a really big hit at the tachi-ai, and he knew it. But he got lifted a little bit upright. Takerufuji took control of him with that really big left arm wrap around his body, took him out of the other side. Yorikiri 12-1, Wakamoto Haru 7-6. Just power, movement, and control from Takerufuji. He's the real deal. Daisho versus Onosato. Look, it was a really big deflection, and Daishoho ran out of the dojo in a great hurry. Bit of a shame for him. That is a makikoshi, I think, for Daisho. We'll check that in a moment. Takakesho versus Kotonowaka. Big fight. Takakesho and Kotonowaka, really big tachi-ai. Kotonowaka got a hand in Takakesho's belt and turned him around. Almost got him a kuridashi, pushed down out of the ring. Almost got him Hataki Komi, but somehow Takakesho got a leg out and recovered. Got back into a grip. Takakesho only had an upper right grip, and he locked Kotonowaka's right hand up. He controlled him back to the bales and tried for Kotonage as Kotonowaka lost a little bit of balance. He tried for a throw, but Takakesho, he just got a bit of a sideways movement. He knew it was there and got Kotonowaka out of Kuridashi. Big win for Kachikoshi, and escaping Katabani was quite emotional after that, I think. That put Kotonowaka out of the Yusho race, but he is already Kachikoshi. Gonayama and Hoshoryu, a little bit of a grudge match there. Big chest hit. Hoshoryu grabbed a big beltless arm throw, big handful of Gonayama's body, and twisted as he went down. Hoshoryu now on double figures, still in it. Kirishima versus Kinbozan. I would never say before this fight that Kinbozan would win. Other than last night, I said Kinbozan's going to win. And he did. And it's clear that Kirishima just has some sort of injury going on and couldn't do it. He has had a pretty terrible tournament. So day 14, it's going to be some big matchups tonight. Funnily enough, I was a bit surprised. Takerufuji is not going to be fighting Takakesho tonight, which really surprised me. They have put him up against Asanayama, former Ozeki. To be honest, if anyone can beat him, it's likely Asanayama, so that should be interesting. I'll show you a big matchup against Kotonowaka, Kirishima against Takakesho. Takakesho should win that. Takerufuji and Wakamoto Haru, that'll be a 50-50 split. I think if Wakamoto Haru can get him early, doesn't want to get in too much of a battle with Takerufuji. Takanosho, Daisho should win that. Oho, Nishikigi's in terrible form, but he did have a good fight last night. Oho, probably going to win that one. Abi, Onosato, that'll be a good match. Should be very interesting. Ura and Hiradumi should be interesting as well. So we've got Kirishima 3-10, Hoshoryu 10-3, Takakesho 8-5 out of it, Kotonowaka 9-4 out of it. Daisho 5-8. That's a makikoshi for him. He's probably going to drop out of Sanyaku. Wakamoto Haru looking for a win either tonight or tomorrow night for his Kachikoshi. Abi has 8 and 5. Good tournament for him. Nishikigi, a terrible tournament, 2 and 11. Ura, 6 and 7 looking for Kachikoshi. Asanayama has it, 8 and 5. Takerufuji has it, 8 and 5 Kachikoshi. Meisei, 4 and 9. That's quite a shame there. Down the list a bit, Tobizaru and Hiradumi, both on 7, looking for Kachikoshi, as is Midori Fuji. Onosato, still in it, 10 and 3. Gonayama just misses out, 9 and 4. Other people looking for Kachikoshi tonight, Onosho, Shodai, Mitakayumi, Sadanumi. Ichi Yamamoto is on 6, he's still got 2 to get. Nishiki Fuji had a good tournament, 8 and 5, and still in it, still moving along with 8 wins, has his Kachikoshi. Roga and Daimami both looking for their Kachikoshi with 7 wins. Takerufuji out in the lead easily by 2 wins, 12 and 1. What a tournament. So that should be interesting tonight and tomorrow night. I hope you enjoy it. I'll catch up with you probably after the tournament. I won't be able to do a pod tonight. Join me again after Sunday night. We'll do a bit of a roundup. Hakioi listeners, let's learn sumo.